Rick Jackson and Trump and this idea of affordability, because I don't think that's how the people of Georgia are going to be looking at the question of affordability. Let's listen to them.
They used the word, first time I heard it, it was a word, made up by the Democrats. Affordability. They said, affordability.
The other side talks about affordability as if that's a solution. Affordability is not a political problem. Affordability is a business problem. It requires business solutions.
So, Mayor, I'm going to let you answer, but I'm just going to put my 3 cents on the table as someone who's had to address issues in front of the people that you want to elect you. If they think affordability is a problem, it's a problem, political, business, or otherwise. And the fact that he's so damn tone deaf standing next to the tone deaf in chief that he can't be honest about that. What say you, Madam Gubernatorial Candidate?
Well, I actually believe Trump when he says it's the first time he's heard the word, essentially is what he's saying, because that would explain why he has not had a problem in gutting HUD and cutting funding towards affordable housing and cutting funding towards affordable health care and cutting funding towards affordable education policies. So it all makes sense. It's not his reality, but I can tell you every single stop that I've made in Georgia, the cost of living is number one on the list. People were already complaining about housing costs and utility costs. Then you add the war and the big ugly bill, and healthcare costs have gone up in Georgia. So it is the number one issue. I don't know where he gets his information from, or even if he pays attention to the polls. But the people across America are deeply concerned, and clearly the billionaire Rick Jackson and Donald Trump don't have the same concerns as the American people.
When voters hear what Donald Trump and how Donald Trump talks about affordability, and they juxtapose that with what he's doing here in D.C., right, where he is literally, according to regime change by Maggie Haberman and Jonathan Swan, walking around the Oval Office with super glue, putting on golden appliques in his room, while Americans are suffering from gas prices, while they're still suffering from how expensive groceries are. Tomatoes are up 32%. Like all of the things compound. So I'm curious, as you were talking to voters in Georgia, especially Republican voters and independent voters, are they as riled up? Because I know Democrats are riled up, right? We look at the poll and we see Democrats are riled up about this. But are Republicans and independents as riled up about this enough to stay home and maybe let Democrats win in November, or to go out and vote for a Democrat?
Everyone is concerned about this. When you hear Marjorie Taylor Greene talking about access to health care and the lack thereof, you know that this is an issue that transcends party lines. When people go to the gas pump, the question is not asked, are you a Democrat, are you a Republican, are you an independent? You have to pay for that gas at the price that it is now. Same thing in the grocery store, same thing with healthcare costs. In Georgia, 500,000 people have dropped their healthcare coverage since January of this year. By and large, because of the numbers that they are now facing. People are paying what's equal to a mortgage in many places for health care in the state of Georgia. So when we move around the state, we're talking about these issues, we're listening and coming up with tangible solutions that will make lives better.